Start today's news. First of all, Simlipal in Orissa, already it is a tiger reserve, already it is a wildlife sanctuary. Now it was declared as a national park. It is 107th national park in India. In Orissa, it is the second national park. The first national park is Bitterkanika. Simlipal is very, very famous because it is also a tiger reserve. It is in Mayurbhanj district in Orissa. The decision was announced recently by Orissa government, and Similipal National Park covers 845.70 square kilometers. The formal notification was issued by Orissa's Forest Environment and Climate Change Department, exercising powers under Section 35 Clause 4 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And Chief Minister of Orissa also said, recognizing Similipal as a national park is a landmark step towards Viksit Bharat and Viksit Odisha. Similipal, which also hosts Similipal Tiger Reserve, the largest tiger habitat in Orissa, comprises extensive forest areas from both the Similipal South and North Wildlife Divisions. Coming back, the next important news is yesterday the deal was finalized. The deal was signed between India and France with respect to Rafale M fighter jets, Rafale marine version of fighter jets. The deal is about 63,000 crores and 26 fighter jets we are purchasing, and out of 26, 22 are single seater, 4 are twin seater fighter jets. And Dassault Aviation is a manufacturing company of Rafale. And with respect to Rafale marine version, India is the next country after France to have those. Rafale fighter aircrafts, many countries purchase from France, but Rafale marine version, India is the second country. And Rafale fighter jets are omnipotent and they have strong capabilities. They have strong interception capabilities, combat capabilities, and launching capabilities. So, in the era of wars, in the era of terror attacks, India's deal with France with respect to Rafale is a key deal which we can say as on today. A next important issue is Russian President Putin announces ceasefire with Ukraine in between May 8th to May 10th. As you all know, Russia is celebrating May 9th as a victory day. Russian President Putin declared a 3-day ceasefire in May in the war with Ukraine to mark the 80th anniversary of the victory of Soviet Union and its allies in World War II. The Russian president said the 72-hour ceasefire would run on May 8th, when Putin will host international leaders, including Chinese President Xi Jinping, for lavish celebrations to commemorate victory over Nazi Germany. The next important news is the rare exposition of sacred Buddha tooth relic has been concluded in Sri Lanka's central town of Kandy. The exposition began on April 18th and concluded on Sunday, that is April 27th. The chief monks, in a joint statement, said the exposition was the largest gathering in a single place in the entire history of the Sri Lankan island. Supreme Court flags serious concern over obscenity and vulgarity in OTT and social media content. Issues notices to centers and streaming platforms. Expressing serious concern over the broadcast of objectionable and obscene content on OTT and on social media platforms, the Supreme Court issued notices to the center and several platforms. And central government blocked 16 YouTube channels from Pakistan. As you all know, Pakistan YouTube channels are providing anti-India narrative. India have blocked 16 YouTube channels from Pakistan. Not only that, India also asked Pakistani nationals to go out of India, and India have given a little more time for the Pakistani nationals who are undergoing medical treatment here. And apart from that, India also asked Pakistan diplomatic attaches with respect to some positions to leave India, and India is going to declare them as persona non grata. And India also halted in this water treaty in 1960. India is taking rigorous steps with respect to Pakistan, and I think this is not enough. India should give a big lesson to Pakistan. This is a trend. Coming back, Canada elections. Liberal Party takes a lead in the first poll. Canadians voted on April 28th to choose their next Prime Minister to confront American trade war and annexation threats. As you all know, Donald Trump said Canada will become 51st state in America. And now The party, Liberal Party, is leading in Canada. Actually, in the last year and 2 years back, Liberal Party lost its sheen in Canada, but now again, with the Donald Trump getting into American presidentship, now Canadians are trusting Liberal Party. You all know Liberal Party till last year it was led by Justin Trudeau, Mark Carney. Now it was led by Mark Carney. So hopefully Liberal Party is going to get a lead and Conservatives are trailing. Conservatives in Canada are trailing. So coming back, Jammu Kashmir Assembly condemns terror strikes unanimously. Cutting across the political spectrum, Jammu and Kashmir political parties unanimously condemned the Pahalgam attack in a special assembly session, with Chief Minister Omar Abdullah delivering an emotional speech to drive home the message that people of Jammu Kashmir reject terrorism and share the grief of the victims' families. Next important news is the index of industrial production IIP grew 3% as electricity and manufacturing sector production surged in March 2025. So, index of industrial production grew by 3% points. If you observe on a year basis, index of industrial production growth came in at 4%, marking it the slowest in 4 years. Growth in capital goods output increased at a slower 2.4%. At a slower 2.4%. This is also a trend. Coming back, if you observe, the post of deputy speaker is not symbolic or optional. This article is Hindu paper's editorial page article. The office of the deputy speaker of Lok Sabha is not merely a ceremonial seat, but also a constitutional imperative. Mandated under Article 93 of the Indian Constitution, this role is not just a supplementary by the speakers, it's a vital for uninterrupted functioning of the lower house of the parliament. However, in the recent years, the deputy speaker's position has fallen into unusual and troubling neglect. Article 93 of the Indian Constitution says, the House of People shall, as soon as may be, choose 2 members of the House to be respectively Speaker and Deputy Speaker. The phrasing as soon as may be implies urgency and not discretion. The phrasing as soon as may be implies urgency, not discretion. Coming back, UNSC statement on Pahalgam attack appears watered down. So, UNSC have given a strong statement condemning Pahalgam attack, but they have not named Lashkar-e-Toiba or the resistant front in the attack, and also they have not given any action. They have not showed any strong enthusiasm. As you all know, China is a part of it, UNSC, and Pakistan is a non-permanent member in UNSC presently. So, the UNSC statement on Pahalgam attacks condemning in the strongest terms the terror attacks at Pahalgam was necessary but inadequate. According to the statement, which expresses condolences to India and to Nepal, which lost one of its citizens, Nepal also, the members of the Security Council that include Pakistan as an elected non-permanent member this year, reaffirmed that terrorism in all its forms and manifestations constitute one of the most serious threats to the international peace and security.